In this video, I am going to talk about how you can create your own format in PTC Creo Parametric. For example, here you can see this drawing and then this nice looking format that I have created from scratch that cover almost all the basic information about this drawing. These type of format are very useful to show what kind of standards are you following or what is the general technical specification of the product. You can also list down the angle projection that you use or other important and general metadata of the product. For example, surface treatment or the material being used or scale, weight, you name it. I mean, it is totally up to you what kind of format you would like to create. And the benefit that we get, you now might have already guessed it, is that you do not need to put the same information again and again. And by keeping information in the format, for example, all the dimensions are in mm, I do not need to tell it every time, and in this way we are kind of standardizing the thing. So enough of a talk, let's see how we can create format in Creo. Now, I would say in PTC Creo Parametric, especially for the new users, there is so much of confusion because when we go here in File, New, and then we see here, we have got drawing, we have got format, and then when let's say you select the drawing, you also have got third thing known as template. So that's why I was saying, there is too much of confusion. But in this video, since we are talking about the format, so let's focus on that. Format is nothing but, I would say, common detail about this drawing. And a lot of time we say that common detail as a template. But in PTC Creo Parametric, when we talk about the template is like pre-configured views and dimension. For example, if I go with this C drawing template, you will see that this template have got these three views, not the one that you might be expecting, that there would be a lot of metadata. So in order to have that kind of metadata, what we need to do is we need to choose format, and let's now see how we can create format. So let's click here on file and then click on format. Now here you can give your format a name. For example, you work for XYZ Corp, and then you're gonna say XYZ, and then I'm gonna write underscore, and then I'm gonna say A4. The reason why I'm writing A4, let's say, I would like to create a A4 size format. Now let's hit OK. And then from here, you can choose the various sizes. Okay. Since I was thinking of making A4, so I'm going to choose A4. And then here we have option to create a portrait template, portrait format, or landscape. Then here we also have got option to create a variable format. If in case, the standard sizes doesn't meet your requirement, you can also go for the variable value. And then of course you can choose either inches or millimeter. Now let me again select portrait and then A4, and let's hit OK. And there we go. Here we have got this blank format available. Now the best way to create format in few clicks is that, let's say you have a template available in AutoCAD. What we can do here is we can click on import drawing and data. Then we simply can select that particular AutoCAD or Autodesk file. As you can see here, we do have option to import a DXF file. So let's say you have got format created in Autodesk or in AutoCAD, you can simply import it and then you will see the format being added here directly. And let me show you what I mean. Let me click here on import, and I do have one DXF file available at my desktop. So let me import it. Now I'm going to keep all these things as it is. Now let's click OK. And there we go. So here you can see the format that we might have created in AutoCAD can be imported directly here. And now here all we need to do is we can customize and tweak it based on our requirement. Okay. Now there could be the case when you would like to create it from start, and that we can do. But for the time being, let me quickly change the text style. Let's make the color with green color. Apply. Now I can see the content inside. Here also there are some parts. Let me select those as well. And now again text style, and then I'm going to select green. I would say it is totally up to you which color you would like to go with. And seems like, we already have added many detail already here by simply importing this DXF file here inside this format. Now let me select it all because I would like to move it a bit. so that I can adjust it based on our requirement. And when we select like this, it will only select the text. Now we also require to press Alt to select the lines as well. Now I am just deselecting the outer line because the outer line was also selected, and now we can move it based on our requirement. Now let me deselect the outer one by pressing Ctrl, and still I will press Ctrl and then I will select the text as well. Now we have selected everything. Let's move it based on our requirement, or maybe sometime we also can do other thing. Okay, so now here you might be seeing that there is something different, which is, for example, we have written and model underscore name, or for example seat and current seats of total seats. So there are certain commands in this format. For example, model name, or here we can see sheet and current underscore sheet and total seats. So basically these are parameters. Some parameter you will see are user defined, that we can define when we are in part mode. And then if we go here in model intent and then parameter, you will see it here. Some parameter we can create, other parameter are already created and then can be directly called in format while creating format. And there are so many commonly used format that what I will do is I will provide them in the description of this video, that you also can utilize them. Now let's say you would like to create this whole format from scratch. Then in that case, we can use sketch to plot lines like this. So you will see here most of these are lines, okay? And then in order to have these kind of variable or parameter, what we can do is you can create table cell. And when we create table cell, we can also define other settings for it, like how much the size needs to be, how big we can make it. And then here inside, we just need to add the parameter. For example, I'm gonna add scale parameter. So instead of manually typing the scale value, I can simply write scale. And what this will do is this will give me the scale value. Okay, so let me actually keep it here. And again, in order to make it big, what I can do here is let me change the font as well as the height. So let me make it 2.5. Yep. And what I'm gonna do here is, probably intentionally, I'm gonna keep it here so that you will realize that how this particular parameter work. In this way, we can create all these things. So I'm not going to go deep inside all these things because these are nothing but just text and the variable that we already have created a few. So let me save this format. Probably I'm gonna save it in my desktop, and I'm gonna say it XZ, and let's hit OK. Now I'm gonna close this, and let's say I would like to use that XZ format for the drawing of this particular component. Now let me go here on File, New, and then again we need to select Drawing, and then uncheck this, use default template, and then put nice name here for this drawing. I'm gonna say again it's same as a part, which is backplate drawing. Okay, now let's hit OK. Now instead of selecting empty or use template, let's select empty with format. Now I'm gonna hit browse, and it will take us to the default location. If you also would like to know how you can set up the default location, then do check out my previous video, maybe 118th or 19th, that I already might have provided in the description of this video. Now let me go on my desktop, and then here let's choose this xz.format that we have created. Now let me click open, and again click OK. And this time here you can see the revision number came here automatically. Now I can go here on the top, and then I can select my model, and here if I go, I can see the scale value is actually 0.5. So when you refresh this drawing by going here on review and update drawing view, whenever you update the sheet, what you will see is the scale is now updated. So these value here you can see is automated. So in this way, they are kind of avoiding any human error, which I really like. So in this way, guys, we can create and utilize format inside PTC Creo Parametric. I know this is quite basic, but now you get a gist of it, like how you can do that. And that's also wrap up this video on certain settings that I would like to talk about before I, talk more about PTC Creo Parametric drawing. Hope these settings will help you to optimize your detailing part. Let's catch each other in one such another video. Till then, you take care and bye-bye.